When watching this video, you will be informed about Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 of the Unit Principle of Marketing. And first of all, we will begin with the Chapter 3, analyzing the marketing environment.
Jumping into Chapter 3, I'm gonna begin with a company's marketing environment. So what is the marketing environment? It includes the actor and force outside marketing that affect marketing management ability to build and maintain relationship with target customer, and micro environments include actors that close to the company that affects ability to serve customers. And macro environments in concepts the larger forces that affect the micro environment. There are 6 actors in the microenvironments that affect marketing in 2 ways. The first one is the company. They play a role in taking other company groups into account. They are including top management, finance, purchasing, operations, and accounting. How about suppliers? They provide the resources to produce goods and services and provide customer value. Another one is marketing intermediaries. They are firms that help the company to promote, sell, and distribute the goods to the buyers. For example, marketing agency, convenience store. When it comes to the brand, for example, Nike, they distribute the products straight to the customer. There are digital sites and retail outlets operated by Nike that see to this. They are clubbed together to be known as Nike Direct Operation. Go ahead, competitors. Firms must gain strategic advantage by positioning their offerings strongly against competitor offerings in the minds of customers. For example, Coca are competitor of Pepsi, or Samsung just against Apple. Another last one is Publis. Like any group that has an actual or potential interest or impact on organization ability to achieve its objective. For example, some newspaper, CNN, VN Express. Last but not least, customer. They're really important here. Customer, they are consistent customer markets, business markets, reseller markets, government market, and international markets. Let's take a brief look at the macro environment here. They show the 6 major forces in the company's macro environments. They are demographic, economic, natural, technological, political, and the last one is consumer. Let's come to demographic environments. We can figure out that demography is the study of human populations, density, location, age, gender, race, and so on. And demographic environments here involves people, and people make up markets. Like from baby boomer, they were born from 1946 to 1964. Generation X, they was born between 1935 and 1976. How about Generation Z? Is mine, born after 2000, is required marketer to meet the customer need. For example, last Christmas, there was a trend in Vietnam that they buy a cup of tea or coffee, they can get this bottle. So this catch huge attention of teenagers, especially Generation Z, born after 2000. So Catinat gained a great success in last Christmas. So that generational marketing is really important here to know segmenting people by lifestyle, their hobby, life stage instead of age. How about Apple? The brand is just suitable for any generation. So they are a huge company in the world. When it comes to demographic trends, it including changing age and family structure, geographic population shift, educational characteristics, and population diversity that makes market become more diverse. Last but not least, economic environments. It can change in consumer spending and it change in income distributions of consumer. Let's move on to the natural environments and technology environments. The natural environments is the physical environments and the natural resources that are needed as input by marketers, like the trends in natural environments, increased populations, increased pollution, increased government interventions. That's why the key is to create a new generation of goods for maximum performance but minimal environmental impacts. The second one is environmental sustainability, like it's involved developing strategy and practice that create a world economic that the planet can support. Last but not least, technological environments. They want to provide human with like advanced technology, new products, opportunity, concern for the safety of products. For example, AI or robot, they bring human with a lot of opportunity to enjoy our life.
Okay, natural environment is the natural resources that are needed as input either by marketers or that are affected by marketing activities. This includes their geographical and ecology factors such as mineral, oils, water, forest, weather, climate condition, etc. For example, sugar factory are set up where sugar can be ground. About the trend of natural environment. The first trend is growing shortage of raw material. Second trend is increased their pollution. Third trend is increased government intervention in natural resource management. And next, we got the technological environment. Technological environment fosters that create new technologies, creating new products and market opportunities. The new technologies can offer exciting opportunities for marketers. Every new technology replaces on older technology. For example, about the mobile data, we got 2G to 5G, and black and white TV to the LED television, the print media to digital media. Social and political environment. Social and political environment analyze the social meaning and justification of business, defining its rights, obligations, and purpose. Is convinced of the manager's activities as an endeavor of a political nature in the sense of art that promotes making things in organization and the environment fair. This area convenes future scenarios that, based on everyday political and social reality, lead business leaders to achieve a healthy balance in their interplay between the environment and business. Okay, so cultural environment is the behavior or belief of a certain group of people based on factors influencing their culture. Studying cultural environment is very important for any business to thrive as it help them to make the right product for the right people at the right place and the right price and right time. So there are many elements that which need to evaluate it to understand the social cultural environment. The key factors which define the culture, custom, and belief of a group of people or societies as follow: the nationality, the religion, the language, the region, the demographics, and last one is the education. Responding to the marketing environment. There are two approaches organization can follow while responding to the environmental forces of marketing forces. They are popularly known as reactive marketing and proactive marketing. First, reactive marketing. The reactive marketing views marketing environmental forces as totally uncontrollable and difficult to predict. This is a passive approach under which the organization tries to adjust its marketing mix and program according to the changes in the environment. The adjustment takes place only after changes occur in the environment. The organization analyzes the environmental change and find suitable way to avoid the threat and utilize the new opportunities in the market. In a sense, they wait for the environment to change and react only after the change to take place. The second is their proactive marketing. Organizations that adopt their environmental management perspective follow proactive marketing. Proactive marketing believes that although many of the environmental forces, such as demography, economy, culture, and natural factors, are not controllable, and their environmental forces, such as politics, law, and technology, can be influenced by correct and calculated move. Proactive marketing uses political, psychological, economic, and public relation skill to influence their environmental force to the organization benefit. And the technique of political lobbying, financing political parties and election, using publicity to shape the public opinion, and many others are used by organizations to bring the environmental forces to their favor.
And now we move to the chapter 4, managing market information to gain customer insights. Although customer and market insights are important for building customer value and engagement, these insights can be very difficult to obtain. Customer needs and buying motives are often anything but obvious. Consumers themselves usually can't tell you exactly what they need and why they buy. To gain good customer insights, marketers must effectively manage marketing information from a wide range of sources. With the recent explosion of information technologies, companies can now generate and find marketing information in great quantity. Most marketing monitors are overloaded with data and often overwhelmed by information by really big data. Yes, so let alone lacking information. This problem is summed up in the concept of big data. Thus, marketers don't need more information, they need better information, and they need to make better use of information they already have. And to manage the marketing information as well as customer insights, companies must design effective marketing information systems that give managers the right information in the right form at the right time and help them to use this information to create customer value, engagement, and stronger customer relationships. Marketing information system consists of people and procedures dedicated to assessing information needs, developing the needed information, and helping decision makers use the information to generate and validate actionable customer and market insights. You can see in the figure 4.2 shows that the MIS begins and ends with the information users, marketing managers, internal and external partners, and orders to who need the marketing information and insights. First, is interact with this information user to assess information needs. A good marketing information system balances the information users would like to have against what they really need and what is feasible to offer. And next, it interacts with the marketing environment to develop needed information through internal company databases, marketing intelligence activities, and marketing research. Internal databases is the collections of consumer and market information obtained from the data sources within the company network. It usually can be accessed more quickly and cheaply than other information sources, but they also present some problems because internal information is often collected for other purpose. It may be incomplete or in the wrong form for making marketing decisions. Okay, and the competitive marketing intelligence goal is to improve strategic decisions making by understanding the consumer environment, assessing and tracking competitors' actions, and providing early warnings of opportunities and threats. Good marketing intelligence can help marketers gain insight into how consumers talk about and engage with their brands. About the marketing research, I will talk about it later. And finally, in the MSI, the MSI helps users to analyze and use the information to develop customer insights, make marketing decisions, and manage customer engagement and relationship. Marketing research is the systematic design, collection, analysis, and reporting of data relevant to a specific marketing situation facing an organization. The marketing research process has 4 steps you can see in the figure 4.2. It includes defining a problem and research objectives, developing the research plan, implementing the research plan, and interpreting and reporting the findings. Once researchers have defined the research problem and objectives, they must determine the exact information needed, develop a plan for gathering it efficiently, and present a plan to management. The research plan should be presented in a written proposal. A written proposal is especially important when the research project is large and complex or when an outside firm carried out. The proposal should cover the management problems addressed and the research objectives, the information to be obtained, and how the results will help management decision making. The proposal also should include estimated research cost. To meet the manager's information needs, the research plan can call the gathering secondary data, primary data, or both. Secondary data consists of information that already exists somewhere, having been collected for another purpose. Primary data consists of information collected for the specific purpose at hand. Secondary data can usually be obtained more quickly and at a lower cost than primary data. Also, secondary sources can sometimes provide data an individual company cannot collect on its own information that either is not directly available or would be too expensive to collect. Secondary data can also present problem. Researchers can rarely obtain all the data they need from the secondary source. Once researchers have defined the research problem and objectives, they must determine the exact information needed, develop a plan for gathering it efficiently, and present a plan to management. The research plan should be presented in a written proposal. A written proposal is especially important when the research project is large and complex or when an outside firms carried out. The proposal should cover the management problems addressed and the research objectives, the information to be obtained, and how the results will help management decision making. The proposal also should include estimated research costs. To meet the manager's information needs, the research plan can call the gathering secondary data, primary data, or both. Secondary data consists of information that already exists somewhere, having been collected for another purpose. Primary data consists of information collected for the specific purpose at hand.
So implementing the research plan is when the researcher next put the marketing plans into action. This involves collecting, processing, and analyzing the information. Later, the data will be collected and carried out by the company marketing research staff or the outside firms. The researcher must also process and analyze the collected data to isolate the information and insights. They need to check data for accuracy and completeness and code them for analysis. Interpreting and reporting the findings is when the market researcher interpret the findings, draw conclusions, and report them to the management. The finding can be interpreted in different ways. The discussion between researchers and managers will help point to the best interpretation. Analyzing and using marketing information is when the information is gathered from internal database. Competitive marketing intelligence and marketing research usually require additional analysis. Once the information has been processed and analyzed, it must be available to the right decision makers at the right time. Customer relationship management, known as CRM, is to managing detailed information about individual customer and carefully managing customer touchpoint to maximize customer loyalty. The touchpoint usually include customer budgets, sales force, contacts, service and support call, web and social media site visits, fashion survey, credit and payment interaction. So let's talk about big data and marketing analytics. Big data is a data that contains greater variety, arriving in increasing volumes and with more velocity. This is also known as the three V's. Marketing analytics consists of the analysis tool, technology, and processes by which marketers dig out meaningful patterns in big data to gain customer insights and gauge marketing performance. Marketing information has no value until it is used to make better marketing decisions. The marketing information system must make information available to managers and others who need it when they need it. In some cases, this means providing managers with regular performance reports, intelligence updates, and report on the results of research study. For example, online tools and accessories retailer Zapport consider the suppliers to be part of the Sport family, and the key component is what is delivered wow to great customer service. Other marketing information considerations include marketing research in small business and non-profit organizations and international marketing research. Marketing research in a small business and a non-profit organization is just like a larger firm's small. It needs market information and customer insights that it can be provided. However, large-scale research studies are beyond budgets of most small organizations. For example, before winning even Tucker's riding on Robert Bartley conducted research to gain insight into what customer wanted. First on list, quality. International marketing research follow the same step as domestic researcher from defining, developing, and interpreting, reporting the result. However, it's based on a diverse market in different countries. These markets often vary greatly in their levels of economic development, culture, and custom. For example, some of the largest research service firms have large international organizations. This firm has offices in more than 100 countries. Two major public policy and ethics issues in marketing research are intrusions on consumer privacy and misuse of research finding. Consumers often worry that much of building huge databases full of their personal information, and they fear that researchers might use sophisticated techniques to probe their deep feeling, check the internet, and mobile device uses. For example, Target make some consumers uneasy when it uses their buying history to figure out things about them that even their family and friends didn't know about the misuse of research finding. Almost any research results can be variably interpreted depending on the researcher's bias and viewpoint.